Hello and welcome to Speedforce, the Flash podcast. I'm your host, Eric Johnson.
And I'm your other host, Phil Maynard. This week we are reviewing episode 5 of Flash called Plastique, where we introduce the villain Plastique, finally, who was actually in an episode of Smallville I just saw. I saw every episode of Smallville all last year, and I totally forgot that she was in that in one episode. I believe it was season 9 that she was in, because there was a picture of Clark carrying her out of a bus that had exploded, which could probably only mean that she's the one that made it explode.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Smallville. I want to see it, but because of our internet, I am unable to get it.
Hey, you got that time coming up that you could, since you're going to be in Vegas.
There's a lot of stuff I'm going to get. Smallville ain't one. It's way too big.
Ah, okay. 10 seasons, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we got an email this week from Mel Jones saying... Do you want to read it, or should I?
I'll let you read it.
Okay. Hey, Phil and Eric. I haven't seen this week's episode, so I thought I'd write in. I hear a lot of big things are in store for the show, and I can't wait for it to unfold. I've been thinking about Harrison Wells and wondering if that his name is a reference to H.G. Wells, the author of The Time Machine, indicating that he can be one of the Flash's many time-traveling foes. I'm really looking forward to his big reveal. Also, I wanted to tell you guys that I overheard a conversation in a comic book shop near me, and a couple of the guys mentioned the Speedforce podcast, saying that they enjoy listening to the fan-made podcasts instead of the ones made by the entertainment professionals. The fans are more knowledgeable, more passionate, and a lot more fun to listen to. One of the guys mentioned the Speedforce podcast as one of his favorites, and a couple of them agreed. Keep up the good work, guys. If any of the Facebook group members or the listeners are enjoying the episodes of The Flash, I hope they all write in and share their thoughts and ideas. There is no better place to do it. Good luck with the show, you guys. You're awesome. Mel Jones. So, thanks, Mel, for all the encouragement. It was crazy to hear that we're talked about in comic book shops, being a comic book style podcast on a comic book character pretty much, which is impressive beyond belief. I remember when I started listening to different podcasts like Quiver, I'd started talking about it in comic book shops, trying to get people to listen, and it just spread so much, and it's just one of those things that's really cool to hear. Now, with the whole H.G. Wells thing, I think we covered our ideas on that.
Yeah, I think you brought in
how
what was that?
How Barry could be using it as an alias, and then we turned to it being Impulse.
That's what it was.
Yeah, so we feel that Impulse could be using Harrison Wells as a homage to H.G. Wells, trying to wait for his grandson / apprentice Barry to figure it out.
Has Impulse killed?
Yeah, he's from the future. He's done that sort of stuff, I believe.
So he's just killed, saying it?
Well,
but then
right
again,
now,
I think Impulse is smart enough to not alter the past or alter the future.
Well, right now, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Is he's trying to make sure. Well,
he said one of the villains that got Wells kills is actually important in the future.
He's important into the sense that he creates a villain that might kill Barry. Now, I see it in the sense that Impulse / Wells is doing everything he can to make sure that Barry stays alive, so that he can one day become, so that one day he can give birth, and then that child has another child named Bart Allen.
Or, if it wasn't for Flash, then Wells wouldn't be whoever he is.
True. And
he's just waiting for that event to happen, then he fights the Flash.
True. That could be it too. So there wasn't any big talk on the Facebook page this week, except for them talking about possibly creating the Legion of Doom. Do you remember the Legion of Doom?
Yeah, with the big old skull kind of coming out of the swamp in the middle
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Yeah, so they're thinking about how they could possibly do that because they got Gorilla Grodd in there, they got Captain Cold, Harley Quinn was in Arrow, so...
Are they gonna have the skull coming out of the swamp again?
If they don't, I would be sad. Because you gotta give homage to the classics, you know? Like, that's one of those things where just, you have to reference it.
I think they'd probably do it for one episode, then they'd stop. Because they'd probably feel really stupid afterwards.
Well, I see it in the sense of they don't actually do a giant skull coming out of a swamp. I see it as an homage to it, but it isn't that. I don't know how to explain it until it actually happens and we see it. But for now, it's kind of one of those things where we just gotta wait to see how they handle the Legion of Doom. We know that Barry is pretty much the Spider-Man of the DC universe with as many villains, because Spider-Man has all these rogues and all these enemies and stuff, and the Flash has as many as him. The only difference is Flash's villains are not as evil. There was this comic thing that I saw where it was Flash goes into this Flash and Batman go into this bar, and Captain Cold's just chilling next to him, and Batman's like,
really?
Dude, why don't you arrest him? He's right here. And he's like, he's not doing anything bad. He doesn't do anything bad usually. It's just, why would I arrest him? And Batman's like, whenever I see Joker downtown, it's automatic, punch him in the face, throw him into Arkham. And Flash is like, why? What did he do? He was just walking down the street, sort of thing.
But it's Joker.
Yeah.
And why is Captain Cold chilling at a bar?
I didn't even plan that, okay? I didn't even plan that. And I'm sorry. No pun intended.
You thought about that for hours, didn't you?
Actually, I didn't. That actually just came to mind when I just remembered that. So, I think we're gonna jump into the episode. I'm pressing play right now as Barry runs through the traffic. See, when he runs through the traffic, do you think people are noticing the cars shaking? Because they are pretty much at a standstill.
That's possible. I mean, they could think it's a bunch of mini earthquakes.
Not in Central City. Well, Central City is supposed to be in, I believe...
Don't say California.
No, it's not. It could be, but I'm not positive. It might be around LA. In the comics, Star City, which is Arrow, he's supposed to be from Seattle. That's where that's supposed to be around. Batman, he's Detroit. Metropolis is New York, obviously.
Are you sure Metropolis is New York?
No.
I mean, it doesn't look like New York at all.
Down to the Empire State Building and everything? What? So, we're seeing Barry in a bar hanging out. Little Red Dart, I like that as an homage to Red Arrow and the other series.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Thanks for taking away my reds.
Huh? Oh, dang it, I'm sorry, you weren't paying attention.
Oh, dang it, I was looking at something else that was red.
Nice, oh my gosh. Okay, so Barry is seeing Iris in the bar, but he's talking. There's a whole voiceover going on right now about how friends come into our lives and why they stay and why some don't, sort of thing. Just random events that happen, and his parents dying, or his mom dying.
This is my favorite thing between Captain America and Barry Allen. They cannot get drunk.
No, do you see his face right there? It's just straight soberness.
Yeah. He's like, yep, this is my 12th shot, and I am sober as a priest.
I love this. He takes over a full tray to Caitlin and Cisco, and is like, see, here's the thing. I can't, downs all of them within a matter of 3 seconds.
You just skipped ahead before they could.
Oh.
Now they know.
I'm sorry, I spoiled. That was 3 seconds, right?
Yeah, let's see if I can do that tomorrow.
Gosh.
How many are there?
Happy 21st birthday.
How many are there? 6 shots?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Barry's saying that I'm drinking all night and I can't taste anything. I have wasted money.
I love how she just keeps a blood kit in her purse.
You have your hobbies, I have mine. So
what's Cisco's hobbies?
Building stuff. He's like a child of Hephaestus, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I brought in Greek mythology. I'm not supposed to.
This is actually kind of one of my favorite villains. I mean,
Plastique?
Yeah, just because she has the ability to be good. Whereas Captain Cold is another cool villain, but he's just evil.
So the thing with Plastique is, in the comics, she's both a hero and a villain, and she's the on and off again relationship with Captain Atom, I believe.
Like Catwoman and the Huntress?
Catwoman, Huntress, Black Cat. It's all those sort of things where she's good and bad.
I love how this guy is cleaning. He's got a harness on, he falls off, and his harness does nothing.
Yeah. Oh,
I just now noticed that. Cisco's wearing an Adventure Time shirt.
So, yeah, because coming up right now, it's time for an adventure. But, well, for us, it's 10:39. That's what time it is.
Yeah, I just got off work.
Yeah. So they're getting a report now that something went down at a
there was an
building
explosion.
So, I love this so much. So Barry now runs into an alleyway.
And now he got to learn how to run up a building.
How fast... don't try and catch him. You don't have super strength. You can't grab him in time. This isn't a Roadrunner cartoon. And now he's backing up and asking how fast it would take to run up a building. And how many floors is that?
Pretty high. I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to not.
They're... I like this because it shows a lot like how my last roommate was, where no matter how drunk they get, they still can do math. Yeah, it was insane. Down half of a bottle of vodka, and I'd ask him, I'd go online and search crazy math question. He'd be able to answer it within 2 seconds.
It's okay, you haven't tried to give me
trivia
questions.
Flash bounces around and it's just like, okay, I can do this, and just runs, just goes for it. That slow motion effect is awesome. I love that. I like how they do all the slow motion effects with this show, showing all the lightning coursing through him, and then he...
OSHA's gonna have a field day with this one.
What?
There's so many safety violations with that just one window cleaner guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, my old job's working for someone who was really big into safety. So I got to learn a lot of stuff about OSHA that I did not want to. So
Joe and Barry are at a crime scene, and Joe's now gotten to the point of, Barry, what do you got? What have you figured out?
Yeah. He just kind of turned more into an asset.
Yeah.
It made his job a whole lot easier.
True. It's made being a police officer a really easier job. And he's not even a police officer. He's just a forensics.
Oh, I found a pretty cool Easter egg when I was watching Batman Begins last night.
You watched Batman Begins without me?
Yeah. I saw Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only watched the movie once because I don't like the Christian Bale.
I'll tell you another thing later about a reference.
Jason.
So, Joe is like, let's let Barry do his thing, and Joe and Eddie leave. And Barry just starts opening up every file cabinet and rummaging through every file and comes across one that's empty and realizes that this is the one that they're looking for.
There's another thing I just realized. Is there a reason why it's not in full screen?
Oh, sorry. I didn't even notice. So, they walk into the police station and the military are everywhere.
There's like 4 guys.
Well, they're everywhere, dude. You saw them even walking through the lobby.
No, I just saw the 2 there and the 2 that are about to take the folder. Plus the general.
Okay, yeah, if you want to go with that. So, this guy, the General Eiling, He is in the comics. He actually turns out to be a character called, I believe, the General, and he's a super villain, hulked up character that is very terrifying and hairy.
Oh, I'm looking up the DC cities maps because that's kind of bugging me.
Okay, you really want to know where I'm trying to. You typed in DC Comics map, right? Just so you don't get a Washington DC.
No, this is different.
Okay, so Barry comes back out of a room and brings all the box full of evidence that they have on the case.
Surprisingly is quite not that much.
And Barry quickly steals a file out of the box.
Yeah, I'm surprised that no one saw that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
kind
saying
of an
too.
obvious one.
Like, that was sticking up out of the box.
I'm pretty sure that guy would have felt it. Oh, yeah. Wow, they have a really big budget.
What?
That was a really brand new police car.
Well, they could be just using... one of the tricks that they use is they use Ford Tauruses, repaint them. That's a movie technique that they do a lot of the time. And they don't really need to get that. Still can't find anything. So, Joe goes home to talk to Iris about her blog, about her collecting all these sightings about the streak and writing all this stuff, and Joe straight up tells her the truth that there is no streak. There's no one that does that.
Yeah, that was kind of a bad move.
There
obviously
Oh my gosh. This is what angers me the most, is they have just turned this show... If it wasn't Smallville enough, they have just added in the other part to it.
That makes sense.
What?
Gotham is New Jersey. Metropolis is, what is that, Maine?
No, Maine is up here.
Oh, no, wait, Maryland. Oh, that's Pennsylvania. Dang it, I suck at geography.
Don't worry about it right now. So...
It also doesn't help that this map is very pixelated.
So...
Where's Bloodhaven?
Dude, you gotta see this right now.
I just...
So, Wells is saying that General Eiling, they've had pass with him before when he wanted to come and get... what they essentially wanted was the super soldier serum.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
What's the DC version that they gave to Slade?
Mirakuru?
Well, in the comics is what I'm going with.
I don't know. I like the Mirakuru better as the Japanese things. That makes so much more sense, though.
True.
I'll look that up, too. Since I'm on a roll of DC stuff.
So, Cameron Scott. Dude, Cameron Scott. That's Captain Atom.
Okay.
So, we just got a big reference there that Captain Atom is going to be coming to the show soon. Especially since Captain Atom, Plastique, General Eiling, these are all characters that are connected with Firestorm. This episode should have been titled the Firestorm episode. So, Plastique just touched the emblem on Flash's outfit, and it started to glow purple, and then exploded as he was able to get out of it just in time.
Mirakuru.
So, Cisco is getting angry because Barry isn't answering on the phone, and then Barry runs in without anything on except for underwear, just wearing, and then puts on a shirt, and Cisco's like, "Where's my suit?"
Oh yeah, I like this part.
Poor Cisco, this is so sad. She blew up the suit. It went kaboom.
The suit went kaboom. Yeah, of course.
Cisco, poor guy. And this is how they realize she's not carrying bombs. She can turn things into bombs. And see, do you notice how no matter what happens, Wells just rolls up in the wheelchair all the time to finish up what someone's saying, pretty much?
He knows the future.
Yeah, because he finishes what he's trying to say, and he hasn't even seen this yet. So,
Of course.
No one blows up my suit unless she looks like that. So Cisco now has a crush on...
Wow, that is so false.
What?
Deathstroke's alliance is neutral. Alignment is neutral. Yeah, no, he's definitely not neutral.
Well, Deadpool, they say he's neutral, but he actually is. He's a mercenary, and so is Deathstroke.
Yeah, when has well, I don't know anything about Deadpool, but I'm pretty sure Superman doesn't go, hey, come here, come here. I got a job for you.
Let's work together. Well, the X-Men are just like, hey, wait, let's do this. So Joe calls over. Oh, I like how they reference that with the bomb. Person that can turn things into bombs sounds like a normal day in Central City, or sounds like a normal Tuesday, as a reference to the show airs on Tuesdays. But Joe's yelling at Barry right now about how Iris has a blog about him, and Barry's like, I know, I tried to tell her to stop, but she won't. And okay, we got it, dude. Comics are... We got it. Pay attention to the show now.
I'm sorry, but...
Dude, it's just me talking.
Yeah, it is you talking.
So, Barry's saying, you were drunk. He was wearing a mask. How do you know that you even saw anything? And she's like, because he smiled at me. And Barry's like, oh, I did.
I don't think he...
Every time I see you, I smile. That's my fault. My bad.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get back into the show. You missed some of it when you went to work the other night.
Yeah, that was at the end.
True.
I kind of know what happens all here for the most part. It's primarily just Barry trying to get Iris to stop blogging about the Flash.
Yeah.
And that doesn't end up going so well, apparently.
Yeah, because she says that she won't stop because it was something that he was so passionate about, the impossible, and you're too far away from the mic right now.
I'm not talking though.
The reason she's doing the blog is, and she doesn't understand why Barry doesn't like it.
So, anyways,
Harold Hadley, another character from Firestorm, or from Captain Atom. He was part of the Captain Atom project.
So here we go. Plastique is going to confront the guy for her because he's the one that basically did the surgery on her, right? I don't know what it was though.
Yeah.
Oh, the Solar Serum.
Yeah, she was. She got the power, and then they decided let's cut her open, see what she can do, sort of thing.
Yeah, and she didn't like that.
No, you think? So, the army shows up. Like, see, is that a lot of guys now? Is that a lot for you?
What is that? 6?
No, there's more. And Barry runs into the office and can see the lasers going through.
Yeah, nice quick thinking, Barry.
See, this is a joke that they made in this thing that, sure, he's faster than a bullet, but he still has to react to that bullet.
I know, but you can think faster. You're smart.
I know. And he goes in there, sees the light, and he's like, oh, bullets are coming. What should I do?
Oh, but he's able to think of that one quick.
Yeah, he sees the flash because he knows what's happening now, and grabs Plastique and gets out of there.
Target is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said something. You happy?
Yay, thanks. So we're seeing a whole thing about the particle accelerator blowing up, the same animation that they've used since episode 1.
And they're basically explaining it to her that that's what happened.
Yeah, and that you got powers because of this.
I like how sure Power is purple and she's wearing a purple shirt.
Okay, reference to the comics with the shirt and the necklace, it actually matches her costume in the comics pretty well. Because it's a dark purple and a regular purple. So the dark purple is translated to the leather jacket. And the pendant creates the V on her shirt.
Okie dokie.
I'm sorry, I saw the costume and I wanted to throw that in there.
I didn't say anything about it. I said okay.
So she thought that they created her to be like this when it was actually the particle accelerator. And Harrison's like, oh, Eiling's not smart enough to do that.
Oh, bugger.
What?
Return that tomorrow. I accidentally took the key to the cart.
Great. So they put her into the lab to test her to see what she can do, sort of thing. And her body is living shrapnel, practically. I think that's what they said.
Well, she has shrapnel. I don't think it's living shrapnel. She does have shrapnel in her that I believe is fused to her body.
So...
I can't remember. Do they actually go into detail on how she is able to charge things to make them explode?
No, her power just says touch it and it explodes. Yeah. Sort of like how Barry can walk, but he can run. That's his thing. It's kind of like that sort of thing, you know? Yeah. How the mist can be normal, but can also turn into a cloud shape.
Yeah.
It's just whenever you choose for it to work.
I kind of also liked how Plastique kind of took a little offense to the word metahuman. I bet she wouldn't like the term mutant.
Well, sadly, mutant is registered. Now do you believe me?
Apparently there's something living in my closet.
And Eric hasn't been believing me.
No, I believe you. His name's Bob.
So the military have showed up to Star Labs to collect Plastique.
It's probably a ringtail cat.
There's no such thing as a ringtail cat.
I know there's no such thing as a ringtail cat. That's why there's nothing living in my closet.
That's why I think it's a bat, dude. It sounds like a bat. Except it doesn't squeak.
You wouldn't know if it was a bat.
Dude, I hear bats outside all the time. I know there are bats here.
Yeah, you know there's bats here, but it doesn't sound like Christian Bale, does it? Does it have
I actually don't want to do the voice right now, so no.
Yeah, please don't.
I know you love the voice.
I hate the voice.
He loves the voice. He's
the
lying.
worst voice ever.
Ben Affleck's not going to do the voice, I heard.
I know. I'm so happy. Oh, I love this. Exploding frisbees.
And kaboom.
You know, they were saying that she cannot, like, her powers are too deadly to be used for, like, hero powers. But I think if she, like, got like, a little marble bag, exploding marbles would be a pretty good non-lethal. But
oh, yeah, you missed that scene.
What? She actually did?
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
That was the scene that you walked out on. She gets the marbles.
Great.
I'm sorry. You had a great idea.
Yeah. But like I told you, there's no new ideas.
True. So, Barry's saying...
I still want to know what they're going to do with the RC helicopter.
What RC helicopter?
There's an RC helicopter over there on that table. I'm trying to figure out how is that going to work. It's just, I can control where the explosion goes. We only got 3 seconds to take off, fly over there, and blow up.
True. When in time, the length that she could just grab something and throw it where they want that to explode anyways.
So basically, Barry was just telling her about Arrow, saying that he was given his powers for a reason, and trying to convince her to be good, which I still think she should. I still think it'd be awesome to have a sidekick for Barry.
Yeah. Dude, he does have a sidekick. He has Vibe.
Yeah. When's that happen?
I don't know. Hopefully one day. And Firestorm should be coming soon. Gosh. We know he gets a sidekick in episode 8. We know that for a fact.
Why? How'd that happen?
Because it's Arrow.
No. Yeah, so?
Yeah, Arrow, like, they had the crossover episodes that are going to be coming up. So they get to work together and they'll be sidekicks.
Is Gorilla Grodd going to be in that episode?
No.
Who's he going to be against?
Boomerang.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Captain Boom Boom. Okay. This, I called it instantly. And I thought it was awesome. Okay? I know people are angry that he's just copying Arrow when he does this.
He's not really. I mean, Arrow can't do this.
True.
This is just annoying how he's talking to her the entire time. Not his voice, but he's just running around everywhere constantly.
And he's trying not to let her see him.
Just shake the face.
Yeah,
in this darkness.
But here's the thing. He can't talk as he shakes his face. He already is vibrating his vocal cords. He can't vibrate his face and vibrate the vocal cords. It'll just come out.
Yeah, but him on that roof right there, you can barely see him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can barely see him right there, too.
Dude, give him a break. He has ADHD. He can't stop moving.
Give him a Game Boy, then.
Actually, we like to ride bikes more so. Your favorite light bulb joke.
Yeah.
So, I like how he tries to stand in the J.J. Abrams stance, where there are solar flares covering him, practically all of him.
Oh, yeah.
That way, she can't see him at all.
Or you could just say, here, put this blindfold on.
We know he's red, so there ain't any gray going on there, okay?
Does it smell like chloroform to you?
How can he talk to her then?
Exactly. And then she'll be like, I had a dream! Whoops.
Yeah, good job. So, Barry... We're talking over all of this. Barry's saying to Iris, stop talking about me. I don't like it, and you're going to put me in danger, and you're going to put yourself in danger. Stop it. And her whole thing is, I'm not going to...
Oh, this is where she tells the Flash about Barry.
Yeah, and he's vibrating his face now. Oh, okay, I'm wrong then.
Yeah, so he is just retarded.
He just has very ADHD.
So I wonder if he can run super fast and you just jump over the buildings.
No, that's a totally different thing. That he would have to have mass control to do that, along with his speed. His speed would have to be related to mass control, like Superman's, and that won't work. And that doesn't work.
Mm.
Sorry.
So you're saying Superman's better then?
Well, Superman can jump over buildings, but he's not more powerful than the Flash.
Are we talking about
Superman? You read that article that I showed you, right?
Okay, so yeah, we're talking about the Superman that's like nerfed so bad that anyone can beat him.
No,
I'm talking about the original Superman, the one that came out on the radio. The one that came out in the action comics.
Oh, where he couldn't fly, he could just jump real tall.
Oh, you don't even need to jump real tall. He's invincible. He got to the point where they just had to make a weakness for him.
So they're saying, what do we do now? What do we go from here? And Wells is saying we have her join the team, and she makes things explode. We can find a way to make that work for us.
Wait, Wells said make her join? Or is that Cisco?
Cisco said it. The subtitles were throwing me off there.
Yeah, that's all. I'm not even looking at subtitles. I'm just guessing. That's doing me wonders.
And Wells is saying that if we take her in, then Eiling's going to be against us, and we don't want that guy against us.
Oh, the general. Yeah, but then again, yeah, they can disguise it. I mean, according to comic book logic, you put a mask that just covers your eyes, you're completely invisible.
Barely your eyes. You don't even need to cover that. You could just use grease makeup and you're good for a whole season.
Like
season and a half, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways.
So, this is great. So, Barry has gone to go talk to Joe, and Joe's reading over the file case for his mom's murder. And,
What? No, I thought she was talking about the human bomb.
No, Joe is looking over his mom's murder case.
Huh.
And Joe...
Even he couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah. Joe's like, so Barry's telling him that the streak went and talked to her. And Joe's like, you are aware we're trying to convince her there is no streak, so why did you go talk to her? And if you did, she'll figure out that it's you. And now they're laughing so hard right now because Barry showed off his vibrating vocal cord voice.
Indeed. Okay, this can't wait. Just deal with it.
Okay, Eric, what are you doing? Motorcycle?
Yep, motorcycle.
Eric's trying to buy a motorcycle right now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and do custom paint with Nightwing.
Of course you are.
Yeah, but
You're gonna get the wing cycle or whatever they call it in the comics.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I have no clue, but
I am disappointed in you then.
That's an Italian motorcycle that is unbelievably expensive.
Okay.
It's like 50 grand.
And how much you getting this one for?
800.
800 grand?
Yes, Phil, 800 grand because I
That's
live
insane.
in a small, like, 40 square feet dorm.
Yeah. So you're saving your money.
Yeah, I'd rather have a trailer by then.
So, I am very sorry, dude. I need you to look right now to help me catch up.
You're the one who's, like, seen this episode twice now.
So have you.
No, I haven't.
You've seen it as much as I have.
No, I haven't. You've actually seen it more because I walked out on part of it.
You walked out of that one part you just said.
Pretty much. But, yeah. Black, blue. That's going to be a V, blue.
Is that a sidecar or just a hubcap?
No, those are bags.
Okay. So Joe leaves for Barry to just chill in his office now.
This is where I started to walk out on. This is kind of mean, though.
Ooh. Well, okay, now Wells has came in to talk to Plastique, who is just sitting in the lab, looking over Flash's suit, thinking that he's that one day she could maybe be a hero like him.
You stop talking is not going to make me go. I know what happens.
I know, I'm trying to catch up right now.
And I'm trying to...
Because we usually have the process of you talk, I read, I talk, you read sort of thing.
Yeah, but
so it's just me trying to talk.
But I'm the type of person
I'm sorry,
that
fans.
just...
I'm gonna get to this. Wells is talking to her about how you guys are like sheepdogs. You're all calm and stuff until someone messes with your flock, and then you go all crazy and insane. So you know what to do to take care of this. You must kill Eiling.
Man, which makes sense. I mean, I agree. But what he does after this is just kind of bad.
Yeah. He's saying you just gotta do one last mission, then you can go home. Kind of like how they say that in the military, I think.
Yeah.
Then it's just after that mission, you're like, oh, now you have another mission. These are the repercussions of that mission.
No, it's one of those missions like, one last mission, yay! Everybody dies. Except for one person, and that's how the story's told.
So, Barry walks in and asks, where's Bet? And Wells answers by saying, we don't know, she just disappeared. Which is turning Wells into kind of a more evil person than we thought originally.
So yeah, this is the part where I wasn't able to get. So I'm actually going to be sitting here watching this, and Phil's going to be talking a lot.
So all the military have turned on Plastique. Plastique is looking at the river, and they're all here, and they're saying to come and take her down, and she's saying, no, you won't be able to take me down. Oh, Cisco and Barry and that Caitlin chick have all noticed where she is on the map, finally. Oh. So, I'm just trying to read that.
I know.
Cisco's hoping that Barry can save her life before she makes a fool of herself or goes down trying. And see how her hands clenched?
You know, I could see her being smarter than this and trying to take him head on.
You happy?
Those are kind of like marbles, but I was thinking of like an actual like marbles. Because those are still kind of overkill.
You know what she should use? A deck of cards.
Yeah, because then she'd be better than Gambit.
So Eiling gets up and shoots Plastique.
Which is kind of a hole in the series. Why do you take your mask off?
I don't know what
does that do.
He always does that. It's just, someone's a danger. I must take off my mask and show who I am. They already knew who you were.
I guess this kind of just works along the lines with the vigilantes that work in the dark always have a mask. vigilantes work in the daytime.
They're the heroes.
Yeah, they never have a mask.
So he's saying that her body, she's dying, and Cisco sheds a tear, and he's wondering what to do. Her body's starting to glow. And he's saying there's no time to go anywhere that would get her out of the city.
Can I run on water?
How fast? If I built enough speed, how fast can I go? How fast do you run on water? And they're saying you weigh 400 pounds of force per step. So they're factoring in Barry and her weight.
He's only been able to run like 400 something last on the scale I've seen.
Yeah. And I actually heard that in an action... See, his mask is on now. Happy?
Yeah.
Which is probably an editing problem that they had that they forgot to address. Where he had the mask on, had it off, had it back on again.
Oh.
So Barry grabs her up and just runs on water. So we finally get to see Barry running on water, which is something we've always wanted to see, finally.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is so Vancouver right here. So he runs out, runs past all the buoys, drops her off, and just runs.
Oh,
just
there's
bolts.
Aquaman.
So, I actually heard that the logical speed that you would have to run on water, or run to go on water, would be 725 miles per hour.
I could do that.
No, you can't.
No, I can't.
So Barry outruns the atomic bomb going off.
Almost.
No, he makes it.
Yeah, I didn't say he didn't. He said he almost doesn't
Huh?
get hit.
I said he outruns it, and you're like, he almost did. Which means essentially he got hit.
He almost got hit.
Okay, there you go.
I'm sorry. I got 4 different things going at the same time.
So they're like, this is going to cause a lot of trouble for us.
Yeah, a
And
military experiment. Yeah, and you definitely
underwater weapons test is what Eileen comes out saying. And saying, Central City, you're safe. Don't worry. You're good.
Because I'm just covered with scars and cuts and out of breath from a test.
From getting blown up. So they're like,
I love that. They compare him to Jesus now.
I know, right? You can run on water. You're kind of in great company now.
Now he's got to turn the water into wine.
Well, it doesn't matter for him. Wine tastes like water to him.
Yeah, I like what they come up with next.
So Barry now walks into Iris, who obviously, if you don't know what's going on in the show yet, she is blogging.
What's a blog? Oh, wait, that's the thing that's out of date. We do podcasts now.
Yeah, exactly. Where'd you hear that? That was a conversation I had with Margaret.
You told me because I was never a fan of blogs. I'm not really a fan of podcasts. This is the first podcast.
Second podcast you've been a part of.
I've still never heard one podcast.
You haven't listened to... You have listened to Critical Hit. I've showed you that.
Yeah, that is a podcast.
And I believe I showed you a little bit of Quiver, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I've never seen Quiver.
Okay.
So I don't even know how I'm supposed to react to this whole podcast. I'm just winging it. Let me know if I'm doing good. Like I said, I am winging it.
Yup. So Barry is saying... Barry's telling Iris, I'm asking you one last time. Please stop doing the blog. And she's like, no, I'm not gonna stop. This needs to be said. And you're the one who pushed me into journalism anyways, and I found something I like to write about. Shut up.
Yeah, it's your fault for not help.
I could have just had a promising career as being what's the job? Barista.
Yeah, barista. Which make pretty good money.
Yup. Ow, my foot's asleep now and it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Please kick my foot so it feels better.
Yeah, they wouldn't feel better if I kicked it with this shoe.
That's a steel boot, isn't it?
No, it's not, but it hurts just as bad.
So, So Iris is saying, I'm not going to stop writing this blog until the rest of the world knows about him and who he really is. Or wait, I don't think she says who he really is. Because she has learned that the person's wearing a mask. He doesn't want people to know who he is. So Barry just told her, I don't think we should hang out for a while now.
Yeah, you didn't catch that last time?
No, I know, I saw, but it just happened in the in the podcast, so I had to bring it up. So Barry's chilling at the bar, and he's decided now to just drink club soda instead of wasting his money on alcohol.
Why is he at a bar anyways? That club soda cost you 3 times the amount that it went for.
Technically, if you're the designated driver, some places give you non-alcoholic drinks for free.
Really?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Yep. That's why you're the one that drinks and I don't.
Yeah, that makes sense for you. Well, actually, until you turn 21, you're gonna drink.
So...
Anyways,
I
would love to drink
You
this.
would die! Oh my god, alcohol poisoning in a bottle right here.
No.
To someone who isn't Barry. So Barry is hit with this drink that she made pretty hard. And he's like, yeah, I'm buzzed. Yeah, I feel it. And she's all happy and stuff.
And it's gone.
And now the buzz has disappeared.
And it's gone.
It's like that South Park joke, right? Is that what he's doing?
Which one?
He's like, da-da-da-da-da, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how's your fairy doing?
What?
How's fairy doing?
Hey, it's not that anymore.
No, you called it a fairy.
No, I got it now. It is now smoking.
Nope.
That is what it's called. I don't care what you call it now.
Okay, fine.
The true shipping for it is called smoking.
Okay, I'll give you that. It's a smoking fairy.
You're an idiot.
You're the one in love with a fairy.
You are aware that fairy is the first names and smoking is the last name. So wouldn't it be fairy smoking?
You know, when...
Okay.
I couldn't tell if Iris was crying there at the last time or not, but...
I don't know. She's given up everything in life now.
This is interesting. They kind of did a Wells and a flashback.
This is... Yeah.
This is a weird one for me.
Why? We've got Wells flashbacks before.
Yeah, but they've done... No, we haven't.
Yeah.
When was the last Wells flashback?
During the particle accelerator explosion, when he walked into the office, when he walked into his secret room and watched as Barry got electrocuted. It was like, see you soon, Barry.
Yeah, I guess. I don't remember
that.
Eileen, looked like you got knocked out.
God,
you don't look happy either.
I'm just surprised Chris Tucker hasn't came up to tell him what happened to him.
Yeah, I actually almost said that.
I know.
I still can't believe you're the first one to swear on this podcast.
Thanks for bringing it up still, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. It's going to be brought up until you leave.
You know, Anthony's going to be the next one to do it, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty positive.
I'm pretty sure you're going to be the first one again.
No.
Yeah.
So, Eiling says, whatever you're up to here, it won't be long before the public knows what you're doing. Stop it. Stop it. You're making an annoying noise, and the podcast is almost over.
Your point?
So we get a flashback right here with Wells, and he's standing, which is a powerful thing.
It is?
Yes.
You sure?
No. So, do you know if this is before or after the particle accelerator blew up?
Before. It's 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's still not in the process.
Oh, okay. When I see 5 years ago, my first thought is Arrow, because they always say 5 years or 5 years ago, sort of thing.
And you're like, he's on the island.
Yeah. Well, season 3. Have you seen the first episode of it yet?
Season 3. Is that after the whole Deadpool on the prison?
What? Deathstroke in prison?
Yeah, Deathstroke in prison. Yeah,
oh God! We actually get to see a gorilla, and I'm wondering how they're gonna do this.
CGI.
Yeah. But does that look completely CGI? Because that looks like a real gorilla.
Have you seen Jackass?
No.
They actually get one of the guys to dress up in a gorilla suit, and they chase I think Bam Margera's mom and dad, and He's in the suit. He's pretty good at it too, but it looks like a real gorilla.
Well, another thing is...
So it could just be all suit up into the point where he's all intelligent and...
Yeah, and then they'll have to go with CGI where he's sitting up and drinking tea and wearing his little hat that he wears.
Actually, he should already be intelligent because...
Oh yeah, it's already happened. We just haven't seen Grodd yet.
Yeah.
Because we know he escaped. We know he's escaped. We saw that in the first episode. Yeah, that's the end of the episode, obviously, guys. But I can't wait for them to bring in Grodd. That's probably gonna be the season finale.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Well, that's out of King. Nope, I'm backtracked again.
That's gonna be.
Slave out of land.
What are you looking at? Where all the cities are?
Yeah, I was. I had like 700 different tabs. Cities of DC. Bloodhaven, forward to Grayson, Nightwing, Destroy Society. Huh, the city of Delaware. Bloodhaven is in Delaware. I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
Delaware's a state, dude.
I did say that.
You said the city of Delaware.
Vicinity.
You said city.
Vicinity.
I know I see vicinity, but you said city.
Vicinity. Screw you.
So...
And that's not a swear word.
I know. Missouri, Minneapolis.
Where is this? Where's
That's-
Star City?
I don't know where Star City is, but Central City, which is Flash that you just passed, is Missouri or Minneapolis. While Star City at the very bottom, probably because it's in alphabetical order.
Oh, where's Gotham at? Gotham City.
Go down a little, or no,
Massachusetts. Gotham really is New Jersey.
That's
It's either New Jersey or Detroit,
yeah.
but they don't have a coast. Actually, no, that's an ocean. I could see Gotham really being more of a Detroit.
Yeah, that's what makes more sense.
But New Jersey also is kind of a crappy place too. So yeah, I could see it being New Jersey.
Okay.
Okay, wait, I gotta find Central City. No, Star City.
Star City at the bottom, probably. Okay, you passed it. San Francisco.
Star City, home of great. San Francisco. Wow.
Hey, it's home.
Ferry.
Yeah, they have a bunch of ferries that take you from the mainland to Alcatraz. But we're gonna do our sign off right now.
So, okay.
You read first this time.
To join the discussion with everyone, go to facebook.com/group/Speedforce podcast.
Or to be like everyone, be like the few people who have, you can email us, and we'll read it on the podcast. Just email us at speedforcepodcast@gmail.com.
For us here at Speedforce, I'm Eric.
And I'm Phil. Ride the lightning, speedsters.
Never gone into my lab to experiment that night before lightning flashed around me and time changed speed. Now I gotta try to be so patient until calamity will strike, because when things change in an instant, it's almost fast enough for me. And I'll be there before you know it, I'll be gone before you see me. And do you think you can imagine anything so lonely? And I know you'd really like me, but I never stick around, 'cause time keeps dragging on and on and on and on and on.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the Marvel Second this week. I'm your host Phil. There isn't big Marvel news this week. It's been 2 weeks since we had the big reveal of the 9 movies that Marvel was releasing for Phase 3. The only news that we have right now is for the reboot of the Fantastic Four Abomination that Fox is creating. And I truthfully can't even... I read the description on it a couple days ago, and the only thing that I wanted to do was throw my laptop across the room for what it was saying to me. If you want to know how bad it is, I'll post a link in the description for where you can find the description for the new Flash reboot. But other than that, there's been nothing since the heart attack Marvel gave us 2 weeks ago, I think it is now. And I got nothing much. sorry. I just wanted to let you guys know that there's no Marvel Minute this week instead of just not putting anything here. It would have been sort of rude to just leave it blank because I know people like to listen to the Marvel Minute. But, yeah, that's about it for this week. Hope you enjoyed Speedforce and this couple seconds for the Marvel Minute. Have a great day.